is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? So the NBA play-in tournament is set. We know which teams are in the tournament. We know what seeds they're going to be when they are playing. Here is the tournament schedule if you didn't know. So tomorrow we're going to get the 7 seeds playing versus each other. Or excuse me, the teams fighting for the 7th seed. So we have Cleveland going to Brooklyn because Brooklyn ended up as the 7th seed. Cleveland is the 8th seed. And then we got the Clippers going to Minnesota. Whoever wins those games becomes the 7th seed. And then we have teams that play on Wednesday. Whoever loses the Charlotte, Atlanta, San Antonio, New Orleans game is the 10th seed, eliminated from the playoffs. And then the loser of tomorrow's games, say it's Cleveland and the Clippers, just for example, they would play the winner of these 2 games here on April 15th, and then the winner of those games will end up being the 8th seed. I know it can be kind of confusing to some people, especially like the casual fan or someone that's maybe not up to date with the NBA. So I'm going to be predicting the play-in tournament. I'm predicting who I think will be advancing to the playoffs. And then when we have the full playoff teams on Friday night, I believe, right? That's when the second games are over. Yeah, it is Friday. Sure, it's going to be night games. Saturday's when the playoffs start. So Saturday, I'll probably come out with my playoff prediction video, so you can be on the lookout for that. That might come out on this channel, actually. Usually I upload it on the main channel, but since I'm kind of uploading every other day on the main channel, I'll have 4 new elimination rebuilds to do, whoever I think won't advance here to the playoffs. So, yeah, I'll have those all going up, and then whenever teams get eliminated in the playoffs, I'll be doing their elimination rebuilds as well. So if you guys do enjoy these videos, drop a thumbs up. There's no play-in tournament predictor generator, so I'm just throwing this into a tier list. And let me know, who do you guys think is going to be the 7th seed and 8th seeds in the NBA playoffs? So we could start off with the Eastern Conference, and poor Cleveland, man. Poor Cleveland. They're going to have a tough road. So Kyrie Irving's back. Ben Simmons, I don't believe is playing at all in the play-in tournament. So Brooklyn, they have the 3rd highest odds, I believe, at winning the NBA Finals behind Milwaukee and Phoenix, and they're a play-in tournament team. Yeah, I do think they beat Cleveland tomorrow night, and they advance to the playoffs. They're home, which is kind of huge, I guess, for them now that like Kyrie can play, and it's KD and Kyrie versus a young Cavs team that has yet to be here on the big stage. So I like Brooklyn moving on. Now we have I'll do the 7th seed for the Timberwolves and Clippers game, and honestly, shocking, I'm going to think the Clippers are going to beat the Timberwolves. I do. I think, like, Paul George being back is massive for them. Sorry for my computer going off right there. But, yeah, Paul George back, massive. I don't want to be boring and pick 2 7 seeds advancing, or the 2 higher seeds moving on. And, yeah, I'm going to take Paul George. I'm going to take Ty Lue, who's done a fantastic job with this team this year. Luke Kennard has been one of the best 3-point shooters this year. I think he actually ended up with the highest 3-point percentage out of all qualified players. And, yeah, I'm going to take their veteran leadership. I do love Minnesota, though, and I think it's going to be a very close game. But, yeah, I got the Nets and the Clippers. I'm sorry, T-Wolves fans. So, now we will go to the Wednesday games, which are pretty much whoever loses gets eliminated. So, I will pick the 10th seed out of these teams. So, here's who I think will lose. The Spurs have had a great run this year. Honestly, I thought the Spurs were going to be one of the worst teams in the NBA. And, man, in some of their L's, they're right into it, man. Like, as somebody that kind of looks at the spreads, that's into, like, I guess, NBA betting, the Spurs, while on paper don't have a great roster, like, but it's fun, it's young, it's exciting. They have an all-star in DeJounte Murray, good young players like Devin Vassell and Keldon Johnson, Jakob Poeltl, one of the more underrated players in the league, and they are right into it. They do not go down easily. Obviously, they have one of the best coaches of all time, Greg Popovich, leading the way, so they're not going to get blown out every single night or have really bad defeats like some of these other teams. But I do think the Pelicans are a little bit more talented than them when it comes down to Brandon Ingram, Jonas Valanciunas, fully healthy, CJ McCollum, Herb Jones. I think they're going to get it done, but I think it's going to be close. If you could bet the Spurs to cover the spread, I would do it because they're very good against that. And hey, maybe they're one of the worst teams against the spread, and it just seems like whenever I'm looking at the Spurs lines, they're always into it, or they're always making it close games, at least in the first half. But it's never going to be easy to defeat the Spurs. So, good season for them. They're going to end up as the 10th seed. Who would have thought that they would have had a better record than the LA Lakers at the end of the year? Bet you nobody did. All right, so next up, we have Hornets versus Atlanta. Ooh, this is a tough one. So, I do want to look at the injury report. So, yeah, no John Collins for the Atlanta Hawks. No Gordon Hayward for the Charlotte Hornets. So, both teams are missing arguably their second best player. For the Hornets, you could say it goes LaMelo, Hayward. You can have Bridges better than Hayward or stuff like that, but he's one of their better players, paid like it. And then John Collins is the second best player on the Atlanta Hawks. Both are going to be out. I think it comes down to, like, not experience as well, because, like, the Hawks were in the Eastern Conference Finals last year, but I do think Atlanta defeats Charlotte on the road, right? I believe it will be on the road for them. Or no, Atlanta is the home team, so that even helps them out a little bit more. I just, like, it all matters on Trae Young, and when, like, most of the time Trae Young will be on. If he's off, they're screwed. It's going to be Charlotte. But if Trae Young is just feeling it, he's going to hit 6 threes. He's probably going to have 25 plus points, and he's going to lead the Hawks to victory. So we know the 10 seeds. We know the 7 seeds right now. Now it's time for me to predict who are going to be the 8th and the 9th seeds. And boy, these are tough. These are. So Pelicans versus Minnesota. I'm going to have Minnesota winning. Now, if I pull up the injury report, that's honestly something you definitely need to look into this. So for the New Orleans Pelicans, they don't. Oh, wait, Ingram's not playing Sunday. I guess we don't know if he's fully out yet. But either, like, this is me making the prediction with Ingram. I think Minnesota will win. But if they don't have Ingram, it's done. It's done. Zion is not playing. He's been cleared for one-on-one. Yeah, no time, like, no shot he plays. Maybe there's a chance he plays if they make the playoffs. But in my prediction, I don't think they will. I'm sure D'Lo will be playing Wednesday night. Or this would be by Friday if they both lose their first game. So, yeah, I do. Or if Minnesota loses against the Clippers, he definitely will be playing Friday. I'm sure he's playing Tuesday, sorry. But yeah, I think Minnesota will get that 8 seed, and which means the Pelicans will be the 9 seed. Now, this is a tough one, man. Cleveland versus Atlanta. Oh, Cleveland has been such a fun story this year. Jared Allen is not going to be playing Tuesday. I don't know if he'd be playing Friday. We don't know that yet. As for the Atlanta Hawks, it doesn't look like Collins will be playing Friday either. But you know what? It's hard to bet against Trae Young. It is. I'm going to say the Atlanta Hawks get in as the 8 seed. And the Cavs, they miss the playoffs, man. They do. It's just shitty timing, shitty luck with them getting the 7th seed and having to play Brooklyn. Because I think if Toronto was in the play-in tournament, they still probably lose to Brooklyn. But they beat Atlanta. I don't like the Cavs' chances, and maybe I'm hating on Cleveland, and I apologize if I am. It's just like, I can't bet against Trae Young over this Cavs team. I could bet against Trae Young if I'm taking the Nets over them, yes, but it's very tough to take. I know they're without John Collins. I know. It's tough, man. It's tough. But I think, honestly, I'm hoping I'm wrong. I'd rather see Cleveland in the playoffs than Atlanta. This is just my prediction, and I don't think it ends up being both 7 seeds. Is LA home for this? No, Minnesota, I believe, is home for this game. Yeah, LA wins on the road. So that's kind of an upset there. 8 beating 7. I have 7 beating 8 there. I have 10 seeds losing that are going into the play-in tournament. But yeah, I guess the big upset would be Cleveland not making the playoffs. But it's a prediction. I hope I'm wrong for this. This is just what I'm predicting to be right. Kind of like a win-win. Or you could look at it as a lose-lose. I mean, if I'm right about Cleveland, I get to say I'm right. But if I'm wrong, I get to see the team I'd rather see in the playoffs. So I guess it kind of works out. I just think this is my gut feeling on what is going to happen. Let me know what you think these 7th and 8th seeds are going to look like down below. Drop a like if you guys did enjoy the video. Like I said, I'll have my playoff prediction video in full effect when we know the play-in tournament winners, and that will come out most likely Saturday morning. So thank you all for watching. Love you guys. I'll catch you guys in the next one.